Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down at 4. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Murray a give. This is Drake. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Drake. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Get the crowd to go. Do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Blake. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And a Colts.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 17-0 our score after 1.
The score, Cardinals 17. Colts nothing.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Taylor. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Drake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
58, watch the run. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw, it's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray's pass, thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray from midfield. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Harris to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
6-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play, because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Colts.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Going up top for Cup. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Cooper Kupp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the 31, Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Drake.
Murray's pass.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. They can't hang with us.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Whip. Watch the whip. Jim. Check.
Murray now on first down. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
A 49-yard.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
At the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Murray again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it's third down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a draw play with Drake. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. To throw is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you. Keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For a Cardinal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And 7.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try and pound it into Drake. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try again with Drake. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. And he's not going to get in. They snap him at the...
Turnover on down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. The toss here completed to Pittman. And all the way up to the 49. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 43 yards.
Indianapolis.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the counter, it's Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
17.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
On first down, Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Colby Parkinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's go now. Make the 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second and 12.
Check, 59, 59. 59 mark, check, 59.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
A turnover on downs.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake. Now Drake loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking deep for Hilton, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown,
T.Y. Hilton, 76 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Murray's 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change the name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I give.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Play fake. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A Cardinal first down. Murray to Hopkins.
10 at the 35-yard line.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 53, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball.
First down, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
1st down, Colts.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game, 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, Drake. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on. Touchdown, defense.
Now Murray off play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the turnover, here's Murray trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 18.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Well, take a deep breath as it all comes down to Justin Rohrwasser. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Cardinals win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Arizona, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.